Now, yesterday, I was quite annoyed when I saw this. An Albanian protest where their flag was draped around Churchill in complaint for the treatment of the Channel migrants. Now, the irony here is that Winston Churchill, who served as the Conservative Prime Minister twice from 1940 to 1945 and led Britain to victory in the Second World War, fought against the dark forces of fascism. Ultimately, the fight was for democracy. And without Churchill, their protest may not have even been possible. And today is Remembrance Sunday. And as Big Ben chimed 11 times to mark a 2-minute silence in memory of those who died fighting for the freedoms we all take for granted, I asked myself, would the young in this country today be prepared to die for the freedom that our veterans sacrificed their lives for all those years ago? It makes me immensely proud to be part of this great nation and hugely proud to be British, which is why I find it somewhat disgusting when those who come to this country, many exploiting the generous nature of it, denigrate it. We should be proud of inspirational leaders like Churchill. Sure, they made mistakes, but he stood up to Hitler. About 20 million people died in the First World War and around about 50 million in the Second. And you only need to look at the unprovoked war in Ukraine when Russian forces descended. The majority of the world believed that the Russian army would overpower that of Ukraine. Now, they thought that the war would be over in a matter of weeks, but 9 months later, and Ukraine are taking back their land. What set them aside from the superior firepower of the Russian army was their resolve and their fight for democracy. If we learn anything from the lessons of the past, we must learn that without democracy, we have nothing. Rishi Sunak said, "This year, more than ever, we are reminded of the huge debt of gratitude we owe those who lay their lives down to protect their country." As we fall silent together in Remembrance Sunday, we will honour the memories of the men and women who have lost and pay tribute to the brave soldiers of Ukraine as they continue their fight for freedom. In the words of Ben Wallace, we must never forget those who gave their lives in defence of our values and our great nation.